we're going to move on to Victoria and Greg. They are taking the next step in their relationship. They are house hunting together. So in March, Greg revealed that he saw himself marrying Victoria and having babies within the next 5 years. Well, if they're going to have babies, they might need some more space. Victoria posted on Instagram that they might be looking for a home where they can start their lives together. It was an Instagram story, and it says here, remember when I told y'all we were going to be looking at houses with a little smiling, crying emoji? This house here was in Nashville, and that's where Victoria currently lives. Greg is still officially in New York, but they always seem to be together. So do you think these two are going the distance?
I am in the minority where since day one, as soon as I knew she was not with Johnny anymore and Greg, and after I have been, they're my one of my favorite Bachelor couples. I for some
I
reason just
agree.
got a feeling, and I was just like, they're going to make it. And I got a lot of hate on it, like social media, being like, "What are you talking about? They're going to be over in 5 minutes." And I was like, "No, mark my words that we are going to get Bachelor babies. We're going to get a Bachelor house. We're going to get it all." And I fully believe in this couple. And I kind of have a theory when really kind of almost what you said about Becca and Thomas. The ones who kind of get it the roughest and maybe don't have as much of the support, I feel like they really make me push them together even more, right? And I feel like it's them against the world, so it kind of creates this bond that's unbreakable.
I agree with you 100%. I don't want to say that I was on board like right off the bat. I don't know like if I believed that they would end up getting married, but I did see the chemistry there was so like palpable. And I feel like you can tell, and I know social media isn't real life, so we can't kind of judge everything that we see, but I do think that you can feel couples energy where sometimes it feels a little off. I know this is a bachelor panel, but I feel that way about Paige DeSorbo and Craig Conover, where, on Bravo, they're together, but their energy seems a little bit
Dude, I
off. But
totally
with
agree.
these, okay, we'll get in that another panel. But with
Yes.
these two, I really do feel like they're best friends, that they have a strong foundation, and now they're, looking to take the next steps in their relationship. Speaking of Craig and Paige, this is a great segue because on that show we're seeing Paige lives in New York and Craig lives in South Carolina, and they're having trouble figuring out where they're going to live. Similar to what's going on here with Greg and Victoria. Greg is in New York, Victoria is in Nashville. Where do you see them landing? And do you think that it's going to be like an easy decision for them, or is it going to take some compromise here?
I mean, probably definitely compromise, but I just see it as a landslide towards Nashville. I think it is a
Mhm.
bachelor hub. I could see them. It's not like New York energy, but it still has, I mean, it's a bigger city. It has a lot to offer. And also maybe just a lot more room for them, if they are wanting to have these babies. I don't know how soon. But, finding a house maybe closer to Nashville versus New York, I think might be a little easier and probably a little cheaper. Maybe not much, but I see them settling in Nashville.
Yeah, I agree with you. Terrence, I think Kayla and I both agree with you. We're very happy for our first two couples. And Kayla and I were talking right before we got on here saying they would have the most beautiful babies in the entire world, Greg and Victoria. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for them.